Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, days, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. As you can see, it is a solo SiKatie today. This is the SummerSlam edition. I, of course, am your host with the most, shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay. And, we just got a little bit of news and rumors. We're going to do the normal show. And then we're going to talk a little bit of SummerSlam stuff. We're not going to do full SummerSlam predictions, just a few things of what may happen, what might not happen, what we might want to happen. Now, since it's just me, we have a little bit of time. I'll do the plugging in the beginning. You can find us here, typically live on twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase and youtube.com/ShElite Showcase, roughly 6:15-ish p.m. for the most part. If it's just me, I go at 6 p.m. Sometimes with Savannah, we go a little later. So just follow me on Twitter, or if you go to Twitch, go to YouTube, you follow, you subscribe, you do the things, you get notified when we go live. And then ShEliteShowcase.com, merch, things, buy the things. Pateron, I might be getting rid of, and everything that I do from here on out will just go onto the channel, I believe. So that might be how I do it from now. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what's been going on this week. Like I said, Savannah's not here. She'll be back next week, to my knowledge. So it's just us. We're just hanging out. Just guys being dudes, And we're going to start with news and rumors. I don't have much. Meiko Satomura has announced that she will retire in April of next year, which will be the 30-year anniversary since she started wrestling. 30 years. Meiko Satomura is incredible. However she wants to end her career, I think that's rightfully so. 30 years in the business, countless championships, appeared in NXT. Pretty sure she was on an episode of WCW as well. She's done everything. She's incredible. And if she goes to train people afterwards or just wants to be done with wrestling forever, I think she has earned that right. And then this past Monday, during the 6-woman tag match between, as I'm dubbing them, Bird Party, which is Lara Valkyria, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter, taking on Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Katana actually got her nose broken at the end of the match, taking the Z360 from Zoe. Kaden showed a clip on Twitter, or posted a clip on Twitter, mind you, after the fact of the doctors putting Katana's nose back into place. Which, hey, more power to you. She said, because Zoe tweeted something at her, and then she responded, "I didn't cry when my nose was broken. I didn't cry when the doctors put my nose back into place." She's fine. Hell of a trooper, too. Getting your nose broken and then just have to lay there and then have to get it put back into place. I could never. More power to all those women. And then, literally the last thing I have for news and rumors, this was announced earlier today by Paul Quebec himself, Triple H. Survivor Series War Games will be taking place in Vancouver, British Columbia. So Quebec part was kind of on track there. November 30th. So that'll be our Survivor Series. So now we have a rough estimate of how long we have until we get those War Game teams set up. The women's, the men's more than likely being a bloodline related one, if I were to guess. The women's could be anything. And that kind of has me intrigued as to what it could be. And now we move on to today in women's wrestling history. We're just taking it back 1 year to NXT. I mentioned her earlier. Lara Valkyria defeated Jacy Jayne in a match. And then Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice defeated the team of Valentina Feroz and Yulisa Leon. This was obviously before Lola's turn and breaking free from Elektra, and now she's standing on her own. Elektra up on the main roster with Legado, and then Elisa and Valentina are off doing other things. Simple as that, right? And now, my wrestlers of the week, my tag team, I have two. I brought her up. Lola Vice, Carmen Petrovic, and Sol Ruka. Hell of a team. Taking on the Mean Girls, JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley. I love a good team of good guys, good people, if you will. And Sol Ruka's incredible. Carmen's great. Lola's great too. I love all three of them. All three of them have improved tremendously since they started in the ring. Most of them, if not all of them, have under 3 years experience each, which is insane. And they're all doing great. I love the storyline they're doing right now. Fallon and JC are just mad that the new girls are getting the spotlight and stuff. And then Jasmine's kind of just, their protege, so she gets to be with that group, even though she's, I think, out of the three, out of Lola, Carmen, and Sol, she might be the newest. So it's interesting. It's an interesting give and take there. And then, after successfully defending the women's tag team titles, Unholy Union, my witches, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, defeated Chikara Jackson and Lash Legend. Hell of a match. Hell of a match. I wouldn't have been totally upset if they put the titles on Lash and Chikara. I was looking at my paper. I wouldn't be terribly mad if they put the titles on Chikara and Lash. But now on SmackDown, obviously this is on Thursday, so tomorrow it's going to be Bianca and Jade taking on the Unholy Union for their rematch. Keep that in mind because that's going to lead into something I'm going to talk about during the SummerSlam predictions portion. For my womanses, my famale, I'm going simple. Roxanne Perez successfully defended her title at week 1 of NXT's Great American Bash because they're making it 2 weeks. So, beat Thea Hale. Thea Hale put on an incredible performance. Let's just call a spade a spade. Thea Hale did phenomenally in that match. She's also one of those people who has improved tremendously since being in the ring. In her last title match, Andre Chase threw in the towel, and this time he didn't have to. So that's always a plus. And just the chemistry the two of them had. It's always fun to watch Roxanne fight somebody who's like her height or close enough to her height. The same thing happened when it was Jordynne Grace. They're close enough in height where it's not a crazy difference like it would be if it was Lash and Roxanne. Hi, Matt. Yes. And I'm already halfway done with the show because I've just been talking. Just yapping, if you will. But that's okay. Because I'm already on my man's of the week. Which I have 2. One is Big Goon. Gunther beat the shit out of Finn Balor, rightfully so. That's alright. It happens. I didn't feel like waiting for anybody anymore, so I just started the show. It's all good. Gunther beat up Finn Balor, putting himself in good position for Saturday to take on Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title, which we'll get to that when we talk SummerSlam stuff. It was a great match. I mean, who doesn't love to see Big Goon and Finn Balor? And Finn Balor's also an incredible athlete, so easy pick there. And then, in honor of Savannah, who's not here, and because he threw Darby Allin around like a sack of potatoes, Hangman, Evil Mustache, Adam Page, he threw Darby into the steel steps, like the corner of the step, like to go down, and Darby's spine just like hit it perfectly. I cringed. I did the thing, like my back tensed up. How Darby is still walking, I don't know. Matt is his own Mans of the Week. You know, as you should be. As you should. Much respect. But Hangman is just hell-bent on hurting everybody and everything. Almost hurt another ref, which is part of the reason he got suspended in the first place. He just can't control that temper. That's the evil Hangman. That's the evil mustache doing that. If it was normal Hangman with his butterfly jeans, he'd be fine. But now he's got flame jeans, so it's different. He's evil now. And what will he do at all in it, bruv? I don't know. Actually. Because he should have a match. In some way, shape, or form. What that will be, I have no idea. But SummerSlam prediction stuff time. Because I got some stuff to talk about here. So in my little notes here, I have any surprises. I, much like a good chunk of the IWC, believe that the real tribal chief, Roman Reigns, will come back at SummerSlam. I told Savannah this a few weeks ago too, when he was getting rid of the big dog persona and came back during the pandemic Thunderdome era with Paul Heyman, the wise man at his side, was at SummerSlam. You know, correlations there. He obviously can take as much time as he needs based off of things that have happened family-wise with Roman. If this was originally the plan and then stuff happened at home and he can't, I completely understand. If he doesn't return at SummerSlam, that kind of throws off my whole thing when I said War Games in Vancouver, because I assumed, you know, real bloodline versus fake bloodline. Oh, hi, Allison. Hello. Hello, my dear. Yeah, if Roman doesn't come back at SummerSlam, that kind of throws off the whole War Games thing. I don't know. I think Roman comes back, especially if they have Cody and Solo in the main event. Now, this is where I want to tell a little story. I think, everyone gather around. Gather around, boys, girls, children of all ages, everybody in between. I believe that Finn Balor will cost either Damian Priest and or Rhea Ripley their respective titles or title opportunities on Saturday. Here's why. Yes, a little story time. I haven't done a story time in a minute. Yay, story time. I believe Finn is going to cost one, if not two, of his fellow Judgment Day members their titles and or title opportunities. Here's why. Before or right around the time Rhea got taken out with her shoulder by Liv, Finn had there was some animosity. You could feel it oozing from Finn Balor, right? He just, you know, it was after they lost the tag titles. Damian was going after, like, or Damian was already champion, like all of this stuff, and he was, you know, he's a little upset, which is fair, because, you know, Finn's been a singles guy before, he knows. So then Rhea gets taken out, right? Push Rhea aside for a second. Then Damian becomes the leader of Judgment Day, even though there are no leaders. I'm putting it in quotes for people who listen. Because the real leader, Rhea Ripley, is on the shelf. So Damian steps up and becomes the leader. This does not sit right with Finn Balor. No, it does not. And there have been a few signs that him and Liv have been in cahoots the whole time. I still stand by the fact that Dom has just been a ploy by Liv and Finn to manipulate Rhea and manipulate the rest of the Judgment Day so that Finn can break free and Liv can do whatever the fuck she wants. So, Finn is a salty bitch. True. So, I don't remember how long ago it was. Finn and Liv coming out of the same car, in the beginning of Monday Night Raw when they were filming, I believe, Jey Uso walking into the building. 1. Him being alone in the locker room with Liv, but literally no one else was there. Not a single soul. Damian walks in the door, or is about to walk in the door, and Liv walks out. As Damian goes in, Finn just picks up the PS5 controller, the PS5 that Liv bought them as a gift. So that, during the match that Liv got JD, big Funko head looking ass, George Lopez flashback looking ass, and Finn, when she got them the tag match by manipulating R-Truth, which is just rude, by the way, Liv. The look he gave her when she was, hugging R-Truth, trying to distract him, and her eyes turned evil like that. Finn gave the exact same look back. They won, and then the three of them are standing on the stage, and he has no hesitation with holding up her hand with JD's, and oh my god, we won the tag titles, yay! Finn has been consistently defending Liv to Damian, being like, oh, well, Dom's got this. Dom's got this taken care of. Liv's not hurting anything. She bought us gifts. Oh my god, I am talking about the fucking hotel room key. Liv, being the succubus and the heathen that she is, decides to flirt with Dominic Mysterio, tempts this boy with a hotel room key, her hotel room key to be specific, puts it on the table after shenanigans ensue throughout the night. Judgment Day comes together in the end. No one's going to take the hotel room key. No one's going to touch the key. And as they all, fist bump in the center, Finn's hand slowly takes the key and slides it in his pocket, slick as fuck. And then the next week when that happens, he's like, oh, I took it so Dom couldn't be tempted. Trying to play the good guy. Okay? Cut to last week. Liv, vengeful. She's so upset that Dominic did not portray those feelings back, which he really hasn't from the jump, if we think about it. So, last week, this past Monday, Judgment Day's locker room gets destroyed, right? Words are written, people's faces are cut out, things are thrown about. Whose face was not touched? Finn's. Whose stuff was not touched? Finn's. Now, I have become a Sherlock Holmes for this shit because I am so certain, as are a few other people on Twitter, that Finn is in cahoots with Liv. And I think all of this shit comes to culmination on Saturday. Now, he's either going to screw over Damian Priest and have Damian lose the one thing that he's been working so hard to get, the World Heavyweight title, and because Judgment Day, Damian has said that he doesn't need the Judgment Day needs him. Finn took that to heart. He took that shit personally. So yeah, I think Finn is going to cost Damian, and if he doesn't cost Damian, he's going to somehow make it seem like Dom is helping Liv and somehow distracts Rhea or something about that, something along those lines, and costs Rhea the chance to win her title back. And then very much like, I don't remember what WrestleMania it was, when Trish turned on Jericho, when Jericho was a babyface, her and Christian made out on the ramp. I think we should recreate that with Finn. You can have, again, you can do it with Rhea, and you can do it with Damian. You can have Finn cost either one of them or both of them. And then, specifically after the Rhea match, you have Dom sitting there confused, consoling a Rhea Ripley who just lost the chance to win her title back, because Dom actually did try to help, and he's just been a pawn in this scheme. And then we find out that Finn has been working with Liv all along to destroy the Judgment Day. Allison thinks I'm 100% correct. And that's my story time. Thank you all for coming to my TED Talk. And I will be clipping that and putting that on YouTube specifically because I was very proud of that. If I do say so myself. I guess I think that's going to happen. I don't think anyone else is going to return at SummerSlam. No one I can think of off the top of my head. Title changes. If Braun Breaker does not spear the soul out of Sami Zayn, I'm going to be a little upset. I'm going to be very upset. But if I can't get that, even though we want that. We want that. We want Braun, Braun Breaker to win a title. That title specifically. Give me LA Knight, beating the absolute dog shit out of Logan Paul for that US title. I hate Logan Paul for a multitude of reasons. And I'm now done with the excuse that he's good in the ring. That doesn't excuse him for being the shittiest person. One of the shittiest people alive. Not only can your US champ not travel to Japan for your Japan tour as one of your champions because this dumbass decided 10 years ago, maybe a little less than that, probably less than that actually, to go to Japan Suicide Forest and film a dead body. And if you don't believe me, that is 100% true, and that is 100% factual that happened. Okay? That's where my original disdain for Logan Paul lies. And then, today, well, not only do you have this man publicly, endorsing that orange-faced felon, you have him going on this little tangent on Twitter talking about women's boxing in the Olympics. And I saw that today. And the amount of, how do I phrase this without being a complete piece of shit? Just go see anything Logan Paul has tweeted, and you will know what the fuck I'm talking about. Triple H, I don't care if you listen to this. I know you don't, but if there's a slight chance that anyone in your circle does, I plead with you to please get the fucking title off of Logan Paul and put it on someone who will defend it and can travel everywhere to defend said title. Logan Paul's a fucking moron. And it's so painful to watch him open his mouth and not think before he fucking speaks. That's something you learn as a child. Or you should learn as a child. And then, Twitter became a thing, and then people started running their mouth behind a screen with no real consequences. I hope LA Knight punches Logan Paul dead in the mouth tomorrow. And if he does, I will applaud. I will stand up and cheer in my own home. I'm not even going to be there. And I will applaud this man for beating the dog shit out of him. Amen. Hallelujah. He bothers me so much. And the fact that they think that's cool to keep him a champion is beyond me. Beyond me. I'm calm. I'm okay. Everything's fine. A little prayer. Yes. Other things. Seth Rollins' referee outfit. I want this man to be wearing the hoochiest of daddy shorts. And I want a crop top ref shirt. I want him to look snatched. I want him to look as fabulous as he always does, but also a little slutty. I want a slutty referee Rollins, if you will. I don't think we're asking for a lot here. Because the puffy shirt on Raw, beautiful. Cute. I love it. Surfing. But for SummerSlam, I want the whole meal, baby. Serve it to me on a platter. Yes, HBK short shorts. Those are hoochie daddies. Them's are hoochie daddy slutty shorts that Seth Rollins needs to be wearing. The shoes, we can figure that out. It's got to be something he can, like, run in a little bit. I can't wait to see his outfit. Allison, me either. Take lots of pictures when you guys are there. I just need to see it, like, kind of in person via a picture. I can't wait for that. And I'm also intrigued. Who is he going to screw over? Because he's going to screw over someone. Is he going to screw over Drew McIntyre, or is he going to screw over CM Phil? He hates them both. I don't know. Shenanigans are going to ensue, and it's going to be a great time for all those involved. I also believe that Tiffy Time is going to attempt to cash in. She's really going to try. Now, I did not watch SmackDown this past week, but does she have a pink Barbie bedazzled briefcase yet? Because if she doesn't, then she needs to wait until she gets that pretty pink case. If she does, then maybe we attempt to cash in. And because they keep doing this, and they do this every year with the women are 100% successful with cashing in. If you want to hear me talk about cash-ins, every Money in the Bank winner tier list on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. I did a lot of research for that. I was very proud. Go check it out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if you believe in the things I said. So I think that's a possibility. Just throw a little something in there for the women's side on there. This one's fun. So I talked about the Unholy Union and Bianca and Jade having a match on SmackDown. Now, the past 3 years, I also tweeted this. The past 3 years at SummerSlam, Bianca Belair has had something crazy happen to her, or she was a part of. Allison said, I don't know, I can't remember. Nia, I think, said she was going to get her a new one. I think she might cash in and fail. They keep saying the 100% success rate. I also think she's going to fail if she cashes in. But SummerSlam 2021, Las Vegas, I was there. Becky Lynch comes back and squashes Bianca in like 5 seconds. Was that whole match? Crazy. The energy was just lifted out. You're good, Allison, don't worry. 2022. Nashville. The debut of Damage Control. Bayley. Dakota Kai. Io Sky. Last year in Detroit, I was also there, and I still regret going. Bianca wins the women's title. I don't remember which title it was off the top of my head. And Io Sky cashes in and takes the title away from Bianca. Now, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, everybody in between, if Bianca does have a match at SummerSlam, more than likely it will be a tag match, no? Now, what do we think is going to happen if, say, her and Jade lose that match again? Jade is going to turn on Bianca. Now, I tweeted this, and the Advocate Reek agreed. A few other people agreed. Someone said that Charlotte Flair might come back at SummerSlam. That I don't necessarily know. Sad the Katie Slam streak is over. I didn't go to Nashville. I went to Vegas. and then I went to Detroit. And you know what? Based off Detroit, I'm going to take a break from SummerSlam for a little bit. I think I've earned a little break from that. But you'll catch me at Mania next year, though, in Vegas. So excited for that. That's going to be a great time. But yeah, I believe that if the possibility arises that Bianca and Jade do have a match at SummerSlam, Jade will be done with Bianca's shit, want to be the star that she rightfully thinks she is. This is me, like, fantasy booking to the nth degree. She attacks Bianca and is like, girl power no more. Powerpuff Girls no more. Because Naomi's doing her own thing. And we're done. Finito. Damn. That's fucked up. I'm so sorry Twitch did that to you. I keep hearing the new Twitch. I guess I haven't. I also just watch on my computer. I don't really watch on my phone. So I've been hearing it's no good. Twitch, you're fucking up, guys. But gotta try and make a little bit of money if I can. Not much. It's not much. But I think that might be everything I wanted to talk about. Talking about that, I'm a nice little Logan Paul rant. Judgment Day stuff. Roman comes back. Now, if Roman doesn't come back, I could see Randy coming back. And, after Cody wins, then, Randy comes out to celebrate, or Randy comes out to help, take off the rest of the fucking bloodline. I think Randy will give Cody a nice RKO, and we set up for Bash in Berlin next month, I believe. Or the end of... It's either the end of... Oh, it might be the end of August. Which today's August 1st. I didn't even say that. It's August 1st, guys. Happy August. Allison says, this is in regards to Jade and Bianca. I think they would keep them together a little bit longer, at least through the year. Possibly. Now, because as of right now, Bianca doesn't have a match at SummerSlam. I'm just saying, if she does, that's what's going to happen. Because Bianca has terrible luck with SummerSlams. She might be kicking ass at WrestleManias, but SummerSlams are her enemy. She's got internal beef with SummerSlams. Which, if I lost in 5 seconds, I would be equally upset. And have a vendetta from then on out, to be fair. So I get it. Maybe she doesn't want a match at SummerSlam. She's like, nah, I'm good. I actually don't want to deal with this anymore. So she might want to cut that curse. Again, can you blame the woman for wanting to not deal with that shit anymore? I can't. I can't at all. But folks, I think that 'tis the end of our time. Short one, I know. I apologize. It is so hot in this room, and it's just me, and I had a nice little story time and a rant, so you got that out of me. Again, I plugged it in the beginning. I'll plug it again. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Follow on both. Subscribe to both. Do the things. Please. Matt said, "Okay, bye. Okay, bye." If you subscribe and follow these things, you get notified when we go live. It's always Thursdays. If not, then it's a Wednesday night. We try and keep it as consistent as possible. The Patreon might cease to exist, and I might just put everything that I have on the Patreon, and the thing that I'm currently working on, which I was so proud of. I finally got motivation. I did a little bit more work on it last night. I only have 2 more things to do for it. But I might just say fuck it and we'll throw them on YouTube. So there'll be some stuff that's not wrestling related on the channel. Because I'm tired of dealing with that, if I'm going to be honest, guys. ShEliteShowcase.com. I have some ideas in my head. It's just if I can execute them the way I want to, then there will be new merch. I say this a lot. Because I do have a lot of ideas. But a lot of the time, they don't get executed the way I want them to. So, that being said, Follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13. That link to my bio takes you to everything I just said. And you can catch me on Snagging a Raw this week after SummerSlam. Getting offed. Matt and I still need to pick a time of when we're doing that. It's Katie Horror Showcase 5. I gotta watch Pet Cemetery. Still haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I can help you with the designing things for merch. Just let me know. I will, Allison. 100% will. If I can, kind of sketch my ideas, that I will let you know. Or I can just tell you my ideas, and maybe you can figure it out for me. But those things I'm 100% doing. Inside the Mind of is still a thing, I promise. I'm just a busy guy. I'm a busy little bee. Trying to do a lot, trying to do too much, if one says, and they do. So, guys, thanks for hanging out, chilling with me, listening to me, all that fun stuff. Until next time, bye-bye.